How's it? Indian Cowboy, docsports.com. Hope you guys are doing. Coming at you on Thursday, February the 8th, as we get this video to you. Hope you guys are doing swell. I have your free play selection in just a second. You're going to like it. Between Arizona State and Colorado, I have 8 free selections. I try to give you 8 free selections every day. I just need to try to get this video to you a little bit earlier if I can, but it's pretty hard considering how much content we try to give you every single day. But hello, I'm Indian Cowboy. This is Doc Sports. Indian Cowboy has been around for 19 years. Doc Sports has been around for 53 years. I have a doctorate and a master's in biostatistics. And that's how these algorithms work. Welcome to my podcast. Our best selections over at docsports.com under Rune Shiva. If you are a degenerate and you want to join our YouTube premium channel, you're welcome to. We do a live show on Wednesday and Thursday night for $20 a month. It is my teaching channel. It is where I teach you how to fish and how to look at ball games in depth. And again, it's Wednesday and Thursday night at 9:30 Eastern. Tonight it's going to be later though. I have a tennis match, so tonight's live show is going to be at 10:30 as we go through 10 games, and you usually get hookups for the next day. And I really try to delve in and teach you how to look at ball games in depth. And it's incredible value, and it's a great community. So join us if you'd like to. Free $60 with the premium selections in the link below as well. If you want even more content, hop onto our Twitter. It has our consensus reports and our trends on late night ball games. Now, we've come off a great winner in college basketball yesterday with Pittsburgh, plus the 3 as they win outright. I really like the 6-unit college basketball selection today at 8 o'clock. College ball is on an 11-5 run. MMA is, of course, a 7-0 start to the MMA season, which is incredible, plus 3,500. Soccer is 11-6 after Aston Villa fell flat, but it will bounce back. But let it be football. The Super Bowl card gets released today, so let it be football, college basketball, the 6-unit, the NBA, the 4-unit today. Horse racing, NHL, soccer, golf, MMA, and daily props. We're going to release 3 daily props, which we're super excited about as well for the Super Bowl. So there you go. All right, let's get to your free play winner today. And I'm going to take Colorado minus the points here. I think Colorado puts the law down on. I think Colorado routes our friends here at Arizona State. I have this game in minus 17, so I'll be happy to lay the 14.5. I know the line sounds ridiculously large, but that's okay. I like Colorado minus the 14.5 because I have them winning by 17. So here's the thing. 11-11 team facing 15-7 team here. Arizona beat this team by 3 points early this year at home. They had no business winning that game. Colorado's going to go on and want to beat them back down here too. And Arizona State has lost 4 in a row. I get that. But Colorado is at home is an awesome vibe right now. They have revenge. They come off back-to-back losses in conference play, so that's going to make them upset. They have destroyed other teams at home, including Oregon by 16 and Oregon State by 30 plus. I'm going to take Colorado here with the revenge, as I think they bounced back pretty well. I really liked Iowa today as well. I lean on them too, but I couldn't pull the trigger. But 13-9, 11-11 teams hooking up here. Penn State has beat this team twice now, both at Penn State. And now Iowa's going to go back to Penn State and maybe lose 3 in a row. I don't think so. Iowa's lost to Penn State, again, in the same building twice in a row. Penn State did beat Wisconsin at home, which is scary. But Iowa lost its last road game as well, so that's going to motivate them too. It does make sense to back Iowa coming off a road loss with double revenge against Penn State, who was off back-to-back wins, and it's hard to win 3 conference games in a row. So I really should switch my play here, but I can't simply because home teams have been doing so well. So I have, for what it's worth, I have Iowa winning by 5. Bulls, Grizzlies. I like the Grizzlies. I'm sorry, just kidding. I like the Bulls here because the Bulls are 3 games under 500, and I have Bulls winning by 8. The Bulls won this game by 30 points last in January, so I hate the fact that the Grizzlies have revenge. Chicago's off that huge win against Minnesota, so they could have a letdown. I get that too. But without Zach LaVine, their team is doing really well. They're only 3 games under 500. They're doing much better than my Hawks, honestly. Memphis has lost 6 in a row now. Jackson is out for a while too. This team is at this point a G League team at this point. So they can ill afford to lose this game. The Bulls can ill afford to lose this game against a team that's so bad as they try to get close to getting back to 500 and a playoff team. Lean on the Bulls, but it does seem too obvious. Washington State, Oregon State. I'm going to take a lean on Oregon State here. 16-6 and an 11-11 team hooking up here. Washington State has won this game the last 4 times, beating Oregon by 7 points earlier in January. So Oregon State has a little revenge. Washington State is a good team. They beat Arizona earlier this year. They beat Utah and Colorado and Oregon State. They got destroyed by USC, though. 54-82. They did have a close game against UCLA. They did beat Arizona State and Arizona at home. Now they're at home. It does make sense for Oregon State to hang tough, given the revenge and given how well they have played at home. At the end of the day, Oregon State did beat Arizona at home, did beat Arizona State at home, so there is some value here. Did beat USC at home. They're just really bad on the road, and they hung tough against Stanford as a pretty good team. So lean on Oregon State. Washington and Oregon. I'm going to take a lean on Washington here. 12 and 10 and 15 and 17 hooking up here. I just didn't like how the line went way up for Oregon, but I like Washington here. I don't understand why people like Oregon so much. Neither team is ranked. Oregon beat this team by 2 points on January 4th, so Washington has revenge. They're off of a loss to Washington State at home. They'll be upset losing to their rival at home, and they have revenge. Why can't this 12 and 10 team hang tough here? They beat Utah at home. They beat Gonzaga. That itself is respect. Lean on Washington with revenge. I sort of want to take Washington, to be honest with you, because I think they're going to hang tough, and I probably should take Washington. I mean, I like Colorado a lot too, but man, I really, I mean, anytime a team beats Utah by 25 points, this team's, beat Cal on the road. Oregon's a good team, though. Oregon's off a bad loss to UCLA. Oregon usually bounces back. I'm going to tell you something. I really like Washington today. I think it's just as good as my Colorado selection. But Arizona State has lost 4 in a row, so they could be a desperate team. Why is that line jumping way up for Washington? It doesn't make sense. It opened up at 5.5 and it jumped to 8.5. Really? I guess they're off of a loss, so maybe that's why. Let me go back and look at Oregon for a second. They don't have a huge quality win. Washington has the bigger quality wins. Gonzaga lost to San Diego State in overtime. They've lost their last road game as well. Yeah, man, I'm gonna switch this. I'm gonna take Washington plus the 8.5. And then my second lean is going to be on Colorado with the revenge. Plus, you're laying a lot of points, and you have an Arizona State that's a super desperate team. So my free play is Washington plus the 8.5. Now, moving on here. Spurs Magic. I'm going to take the Magic here. The Magic would love to troll the Heat a little bit here and beat them by a wider margin than the Heat beat them, because the Heat had a little trouble with San Antonio yesterday. The Magic beat this team by 10 points early this year. I don't think they take them as lightly this time. The Spurs have lost 5 in a row. The Magic are off a horrendous 95-121 loss. Worst loss they've had since December 15th when they got routed by the Celtics. Lean on the Magic. Cavs, Nets. I'm going to take a lean on the Nets here. Take the points here. Cavs won this game by 9 points last time. Cavs have won 7 in a row now. The Nets have lost by 12 points to the Mavericks, and they lost to the Warriors by 11. I hate to go against the red-hot Cavs, but the Nets losing 3 in a row would be motivation for them to avoid losing 3 in a row, and I like the Nets here. So I'm going to take the points. I have them losing by 5. Mavs, Knicks, I like the over there. Luka and Kyrie are, of course, going to play. Luka wasn't supposed to play yesterday. Of course, at the last second, he decides to play. I absolutely get really disappointed with the NBA releasing these injuries so late. That's why I try to do my videos later. But both played against the Nets, and they rolled. Obviously, the Mavericks beat this team by 4 points early this year, just 2 weeks ago. Brunson is listed as questionable. I think, given the fact that New York has won 9 of 10, I think the New York can be an active dog. And I think the Mavs will continue to play well, and Kyrie loves Madison Square Garden. Therefore, I like the over there. So your free play today, again, is on Washington plus the 8.5. I lean on Colorado. I lean on Iowa. I lean on the Bulls. I lean on Oregon State. I lean on the Magic. I lean on the Nets. And I like the Mavs Knicks over. Don't forget, we have a 6-unit college basketball selection today at 6 o'clock. We have a 4-unit NBA selection today. I will have a live show tonight at 10:30. See me on the live show. It is going to be so much fun. We'll talk about so many games. And I'll see you back here tomorrow. Please take one to like and subscribe to the YouTube videos. Indian Cowboy working hard for you every single day. Thank you for joining me on my podcast.